I'm Urs Schuppli from IBM, responsible for academic initiative, and has been part of the arranger of this big data hackathon here at DTU.
My name is Jacob. I am a IT architect, also with IBM, and I have previously been a university relations ambassador with IBM, responsible for the collaboration between IBM and DTU, and that is why I am here today.
The Big Data Hackathon is because we are in a local community who has a lot of data which they don't know what to use for, what they can make use of, and that is what we are trying to involve all the students in coming up with ideas of how to exploit those data in a use for the society, and especially the local, because we are in Lyngby Kommune. A lot of municipalities, companies, all organizations is talking about big data. What they actually have is that they have silos and they have part of their data liggen spread around, and they don't know what to use with it, what they can get of information out of it. And the municipalities in Lyngby is one example. They've presented 4 different sets of data, which is very interesting. But can you find a common thing about the big data, or can you find a solution which is based on this? Nobody knows. Maybe the students will come with the answer here.
And the beautiful thing about it is that if you put these data sets together, a programmer will be able to merge these data sets to come up with with a really innovative view upon the data. So if this data is this and this data and that, you can actually merge them and get a completely new data set, which can bring a lot of value both to the municipality but also as to the students as entrepreneurs.
One example of big data could actually be to try to optimize the bus routes around in a certain region by, for instance, collecting the mobile data of where is people moving from A to B at what time and how many is moving. And through that you can get where should you actually plan to have your bus routes and with which intervals should you try to have optimized it. And that is an example of use of big data where you haven't been thinking of it. Of course, you need to get hold of the data from all the mobile companies, where is mobile phone moving from and to at what time.
The idea about the hackathon this big data hackathon came to be in January of this year, 2014, where IBM did a similar engagement with Aarhus University. Aarhus University had Aarhus Municipality of Aarhus and the Municipality of Copenhagen has done a great job in coming up with an open data platform. And at the hackathon at Aarhus, we wanted to see how a brainstorm about how we could use open source data, open source municipality data to construct or to generate new ideas based on this data. So that was the foundation. After that hackathon, we went directly back to DTU and suggested that we should do a similar hackathon with DTU, with the municipality of Lyngby, and with IBM. The hackathon in Aarhus was purely idea-based, meaning there was no code developed. This was a brainstorming of what ideas could be developed based on the data that we have. So the really interesting idea for IBM in regards to this hackathon is that we have engineers, software engineers here, developing code, developing the prototypes, which can actually take advantage of the data that has been deployed here at Bluemix at this hackathon.
Bluemix, as a tool which we are providing here, is actually a platform which contains a lot of different components, which is made available, and then we have a full tool for making software development, which means that you very, very easy can get your ideas and program them and present them to the end user. I'm convinced that the most beneficiary of this event is the students, because they have been served an idea or a platform of data on a plate, and they have been served with some tools which they can make use of, and they have the possibility of, through their knowledge, to get this together in a solution which they at least can present a part of the idea of what their background was. I don't think that they can provide a finalized solution within the 2 days of the hackathon, but I think if they're working a fortnight after, then they can make the final very, very nice application of some kind, which could be presented on a mobile phone, for instance.
I think that the beneficiaries for an event, for a hackathon like this, is threefold. So you have the students, of course, like Urs said, who benefit from having this platform to work from, and having this platform of data to work from. But of course, the municipality of Lyngby, who comes up with these problem statements, which the DTU students will use to try and formulate an answer in an application, and then prototype. They can take this idea with them, and they can maybe solve some of these problems. We hope, of course, from IBM that this is something which will will generate a lot of heat, and where a lot of other municipalities would do something similar, because the students here and their new way of thinking and their abilities to program a rapid prototype of an idea based on the data and the need of the municipality can really generate some heat and can generate some really innovative ideas for the municipality. And of course, IBM is also a beneficiary here, because we get to present our platform to the students, to the municipality. We get to present what a playground as a service looks like to the students. So we have the whole development environment with us. We have the whole deployment environment with us. And actually the students can work in a collaborative environment as well, all provided by IBM. So of course this is also good for IBM to be able to showcase our product, but also because we have a huge interest, IBM as a company, in open data and in the collaboration with the municipality.